we can either be trad wives, as you've articulated, or we could be single and happy and partying it up with our friends.
But that's not life. That's just a false imitation of life.
How's it not life?
The TV thing and the party thing are going to fade away, and then you're going to be lonely. Reality is going to set in.
Shake my hand and keep it moving. Because I'm looking for, I've accomplished so much in my life, and right now, I just want someone to share it with.
This is for the men who somehow think that they're the prize. Darling, I'm paying my own rent, my own car note, my own car insurance, my telephone bill. Okay? I'm looking good, smelling good, working out, eating healthy. Oh, buying my own clothes, credit looking good. Somehow you think you're the prize and I should submit to you?
A man comes into my life and you have to compromise for what? For what? For what?
You can go anywhere to get the lies, but I know you came here to get the truth. Welcome to the Alphasphere.
Welcome to the Alphasphere, the only place on the planet that's totally engulfed in positivity and totally submerged in alpha energy. I'm your host, Dr. BOA.
I haven't said yes.
I'm single. Yeah, I'm single.
Why haven't you said yes?
I know what it takes to be a powerhouse partner. And at the same time, I don't know that I want to do it. I'm not ready to commit. I'm fighting to stay single. This is the longest I've been single since I was 15 years old. I'm never single. It's always the most persistent man wins me over. But you know what? At this point in my life, I think it's really easy to be in a relationship. By this point, I could have been in 3 or 4, in all honesty. I've been asked. But if we're not in alignment, no. And also, how do you know if you're in alignment if you never take the time to spend with someone? That's where I'm at too. I'm getting to know people mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Like, I want to know. And I'm seeking out your weakness because I want to know, are you a quitter? Or do you have staying power? And you only know that through time and experience.
A few moments later.
Here, this finger's naked. No one gets claimed. You don't get claimed. You don't get claimed until you claim me. Period. So if you're not serious, don't even open your mouth. Shake my hand and keep it moving. Because I'm looking for, I've accomplished so much in my life, and right now, I just want someone to share it with.
Absolutely.
Now, I want you to think about what she just said. She would have a chance with me. She got the right mindset. She's saying that she's accomplished so much, all she wants is somebody to share it with, which means she ain't got no problem with tricking off that bread to you, man. Man, let me tell you something, boy. I will get in her drawers, man, and all her paper be in my paws. You understand me? That's real talk. She got the proper mindset. But that's the mindset that a woman her age should have. The time has passed for her to do 2 things. Expect the man that she wants to wife her and keep getting ran through by other men.
Well, I think instead of having common sense, women want to have dignity and respect. But hence feminism.
That's a mess, though.
No, feminism has given us a sense of who we are and what we can achieve in the world.
The feminism has caused women to be old and lonely and lost.
I don't think feminism is causing women to age specifically.
Meaning that they're getting old with no husband, no children, and they regret it. They had their little career. But once that ego fulfillment is not working, they realize, I should have gotten married. I should have had children, but it's too late.
Well, you know, it's interesting because I think a growing number of women are realizing that we can either be trad wives, as you've articulated, or we could be single and happy and partying it up with our friends.
Women in their 60s don't want to party anymore. Here's a woman who looks like maybe she's in her 40s. Yeah, you can hang out and party and do all of that, but honestly, if you're in your 40s and you talking about hanging out and party, I promise you, that shit ain't what you think it's going to be. Because the crazy thing is, unless you got a bunch of single friends, and here's the problem, the majority of single women don't have a bunch of single friends.
But that's not life. That's just a false imitation of life.
How's it not life?
The TV thing and the party thing are going to fade away, and then you're going to be lonely. Reality is going to set in.
Like Jessie Lee Peterson just said, feminism has caused women to be old and lonely and lost. And it's caused that because every year a woman spends without a man, she becomes less worthy of a man. She becomes less deserving of a man. She becomes less compatible with a man. She becomes less desirable to a man because it takes a woman being around a man to understand how to stay in her feminine. Any woman who's alone, she can't stay in her feminine because there's nothing there to rein her in. And this society promotes that a woman embrace her masculinity. So the longer a woman goes chasing a career, or the longer she goes single, or the longer she goes doing whatever she want to do, traipsing around, man, thotting it up and on her thotastic journey, the longer she does that, then the less feminine she is. And so feminism is what started the trend of a woman being able to do what she wants to do and not relying on a man, not depending on a man, not being attached to a man, not being subservient to a man, not being valued by a man. And now, when a woman gets to that point, she's a certain age. She's Tia Mowry's age. She's Keisha Cole's age. She's Vivica Fox's age. She's Lisa Ray's age. She's Nia Long age. The list goes on of these women who were so very attractive when they were younger, and now they can't even get a man unless they're going to take care of him. They got to go to the gutter and get a man and uplift his life.
She said she doesn't need a cheesecake factory, so I took her to a 5-star restaurant, and she did this emoji exploding head.
What? I was a little hungry.
Now I want y'all to think about something, man. That's why when people was making a big deal, man, about the women say they don't go to a cheesecake factory, bro, let me tell you something. And I ain't taking a woman on no date unless she already on the team. She already got to be on the team, man. You know what I'm saying? If she already on the team, man, and she contributed to my life, man, then cool. I'm gonna take on a date. A date is a reward for a woman, not a way for me to try to lock her in. Even then, before I take her somewhere, I got to know what she already used to. You understand? Because if all she used to, and this just hypothetical, I don't deal with women who eat fast food. But if all she used to is fast food, I'm gonna take her to Applebee's or Ruby Tuesday. Because for me, Applebee's and Ruby Tuesday is fast food. I don't eat those. But that's where I'm gonna take her. Because the majority of the time, they tell me they want to go to this fine dining. They don't even know how they ain't never had fine dining a day in their life, man. The majority of them don't know what they're doing. Me, I'm a man. I'm not finna eat with one hand under if you're a man and you eat with one hand under the table, man, you feminine as hell. Your daddy didn't teach you that. Your mama taught you that. Put a 1 in the chat if you sitting at the table eating with one hand under the table like a woman. Put a 1 in the chat. I'm telling you, I ain't faulting you, but I'm saying you eating like a woman. That dainty way of eating with one hand under the table, all close to the table, and you eating all dainty and picking up a little bit of thing like this and doing all of that. Hey, man, that's feminine as hell, dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. That ain't how a man eat. That's how a woman eats. That dainty, prissy stuff, that's how a woman eat. If you're gonna eat like that, you might well put on dress like Young Thug. We don't eat like that. But the majority of them don't eat like that either. And that's the only way, O's game. And yes, a woman can take me on a date. Me taking a woman on a date, that ain't gonna happen. A woman can invite me out, man, and take me somewhere. Yeah, I had that happen. That happens. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna have a mess all over the place, man. But like Don Juan Jr. said, what Don Juan say, man, he eat like a civilized pirate. Listen, bro. Listen, man. I ain't saying I'm gonna have stuff all over the table, man. I'll be making a mess, dog. But man, I'm not finna be, and I ain't gonna elbows on the table. But I'm not finna make no special situation, man, to be sitting eating, man. If my arm is on the table, it's on the table, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but here's the thing. I met a woman once, man, who she took me out, man, and she was looking at me crazy because I wasn't eating like that. She said, so you don't have table manners, do you? I said, what you mean I don't have table manners? I mean, am I talking with food in my mouth? Is food flying out of my mouth? Am I stuffing my mouth with food and all of that? She's like, no, but you got your elbows on the table. I said, now look at you. Do you have your elbows on the table? She said, no, because I have manners. I said, you got feminine manners. If you anything that you and I are doing the same, either I'm being feminine or you're being masculine. I want y'all to understand that. If you and a woman are together doing anything and y'all are doing it exactly the same, either she's doing it in a masculine way or you're doing it in a feminine way. That's just how different men and women are. You shouldn't be doing anything the same way your woman does. You shouldn't take a shower the same way your woman does. Listen, woman in my crib, she take a bath. I take a shower. She goes soak in the tub. I go to the shower in the other room, or I go upstairs to the shower. That's just how it is. We ain't gonna do the same thing. Now, am I saying a woman don't take a shower? Yeah, she take a shower, but if she take a shower, the bathroom smells totally different. You know what I'm saying? She got this big, fluffy loofah sponge and all of that. You know, and I'm in there with a bar of soap. You know what I mean? So it's different. So, I mean, like, man, yeah, I got a money green loofah just in case, I mean, if a woman in the shower with me, you know what I'm saying? Then I let her do her thing. Yeah, I got some body wash, but that's for if a woman want to be in the shower with me and wash my back and do all of that, man. You know, and, you know, that's totally different ball game. But me in the shower by myself, bro, I got a bar of soap. I'm in there. I'm in like one of them zestfully clean commercials, man. But I say this, as men, you got to understand that the majority of women don't know fine dining. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'd be damned if your first time fine dining is going to be with me. It ain't. Your first time fine dining going to be with me if you pay. I will not foot the bill for your first time doing some fine dining. I will not foot the bill for your first time going somewhere that you ain't never been. I will not foot the bill for your first time going somewhere with a dress code where you got to put on some show enough clothes. I ain't footing the bill for that because I don't give a damn if you have that experience. It's not my job to give you that experience. I have it. But if you want to have it, I can tell you a place. When we get there, I'm going to fill up my plate. You swiping your card. A woman should pay for her own first experiences doing shit, man. We don't live in a world, man, one finna be around here, man, worrying about a woman doing this, man, and all that. Man, just look at the behavior of this woman, bro. That is crazy, man.